What is up, Nerf Nation? I'm Naptown Nerf, and this is an unboxing and review of the Nerf Modulus Mediator. Alright, you guys, so this is the core of the Mediator, the main blaster. It is a pretty cool design, as it's basically a Rampage that has been shrunken, which is really cool, makes it more compact, and it's kind of the Springer version of the Strife, in my opinion. So honestly, I wasn't super excited when I first saw this, but now that I have it in my hands, I think it looks pretty cool, and I think it's going to be a pretty awesome Springer. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box real quick and then open it up. It does just come with a 6-clip, and I'm calling it a 6-clip because that's what it says here. I know it's actually a magazine. And then the back basically shows the two sweet attachments that expand this into the Mediator XL. So those attachments I've already reviewed. I will show them in this video how they look on the blaster, but if you're looking for a review on those, definitely check out the link in the description and at the end of this video. I haven't spotted any range claims on the box, but we definitely will be taking it outside and putting it over the chronograph and putting it on the range. So let's go ahead and get this thing out of the package. Alright, so you get your blaster, you get your 6-clip or 6-mag, you get your magazine well, you get some directions, and you get 6 Modulus style elite darts. Alright, so first things first, we need to attach our magazine well to our blaster. So you just want to make sure this is pointed back. There we go. Takes a bit of force, but should go in with no problem. We will go ahead and load up a magazine, which you just have to prime the blaster back. And then after you've loaded your darts, just make sure you load in your magazine in the right direction. And there you go. Prime forward and ready to go. Alright, you guys, so let's go over the features of the blaster real fast. This thing has a pretty sweet tactical rail on the side, along with on the top. It has a huge sling point, which I think is pretty neat, on top here, with one iron sight built in here. So moving on, we have a jamb door, so you can clear your jams. So after you've fired your blaster, prime back, we'll look in here real quick. So there you go. You can see your dart and prime forward, and the jamb door actually moves forward as you prime, which is cool. We'll go ahead and fire another one off. Seems to have pretty decent power there, so that's neat. The grip is very, very comfortable. I really like this back grip. The front grip is a little small, but for a compact blaster like this, I think that kind of makes sense. It's not horrible, not nearly as comfortable as the original Rampage. That front foregrip was super, super comfortable. I really like that one. This one is got to be designed a little bit differently because of how small and compact this is, as the prime comes back pretty close to your hand. There is also a sling point on the bottom of the grip, which is neat, so you can run a 2-point sling if you so desire. On this side of the blaster, we have our magazine release. So to take out the magazine, you have to prime the blaster back first, and then you can take the magazine out. And also you have to have it primed back to put the magazine back in. That opens the breech and allows you to load and unload the magazine. We have a button right here, which I believe is a jam release button. So if you get jammed and you need to deprime your blaster, you will push this button to allow you to deprime the blaster. So we have both a in-strike front attachment point and rear attachment point, which is really cool about this blaster. That's why I kind of compared it to the Strife, giving it's very compact, and it has places to attach on back and in front. So I think that's pretty cool. Gives you a lot of versatility with the blaster and allows you to make this into the Mediator XL. So let's go ahead and grab those attachments and see how they look. So when adding the stock and front barrel attachment, this becomes a pretty long blaster. Pretty cool though, and pretty neat. I do like it. The stock length seems really fit well for this blaster. And then the front barrel is really, really nice. Although I was thinking there was a good iron sight, and there sort of is built in here on the front, but it's quite a bit lower. But that is probably on purpose, so then you actually aim a little bit up, because obviously you're probably going to have to arc your shot slightly to hit your target. There is a small iron sight thing here, but when you look down at the in-strike rail actually blocks the view, so it's basically useless. But probably not that necessary unless you're running it in rifle form. Let's go ahead and fire off a few shots with the Mediator in XL form. All right, we were primed and ready to go. Here we go. And then we can always fire the barrel attachment, shotgun. That's sweet. And then if you always run out of darts, you can always pull out your secondary here and pop off a few shots that way. So pretty cool blaster, especially with the attachments. Definitely very, very neat. Let's go ahead and take this thing outside, put it over the chronograph and on the range, and see how she does. All right, you guys, so we finally got a little warmer day. Things are starting to melt. Thank goodness. I'm tired of the below 0 degree weather. That stuff was no fun. So, Mediator. We're gonna put this thing over the chronograph. I have the tape measure out, kind of off to the side today to keep it out of the snow, obviously, and keep it from getting wet and ruined. But let's go ahead and put the 6 elite darts they gave us over the chronograph, see how they do, and then we'll try some AccuFakes. Let's go for it. 67, 68, 70, 67, 61, and that's it, 72. All right, you guys, so I just want to give a big shout out to Lightake for sending me 1,000 AccuFake darts, the red and gray flavored. Those are pretty sweet. They are very good darts. They're glued on pretty well, but they aren't all the way around the edge, most of them. Some of them are, it just really depends, but the heads seem to stay on pretty well through most of my testing. Now it really depends on what kind of blaster you're putting them on, but I use these quite often in my firing demonstrations and testing. They are probably my favorite dart right now. They don't have quite the FPS as the elite darts, but they are super accurate. They are very affordable, and I highly recommend them. So link in the description to where you can purchase some of these darts. And they sent me these for obviously review, but also for the Naptown Nerf Club, which will be benefiting from these darts. So thank you so much, Lightake. Let's go ahead and fire a few off over the chronograph. 68, 70, duplicate 70, 69, 70, 71. So actually you didn't lose much FPS, but the ranges were a little bit shorter, but those things were dead straight. So I highly recommend these. With the rest of these in this magazine though, we're gonna go ahead and slam fire the rest. Ranges will probably drop off from that, but we will find out. And obviously accuracy will, just because you can't hold the blaster steady. But we'll go ahead and move the chronograph out of the way and fire off what's left in here, Slamfire. So I didn't go as fast as I possibly could, but those are pretty cool. The ranges actually increased because when I slam fire, the blaster would go up. So it was slightly angled, that's why the ranges increased, but pretty good performance still, even with slam fire, accuracy wise. So we'll go ahead and look at the ranges. Most of the shorter ones actually are the ones that were flat shots single fire, and the shortest one here is about 32 feet. Then we have a few more right around that 33-foot range, just past 34 feet, and these are up a little around 36 so feet. Then obviously the Modulus Elite darts went a little further, and you're getting up into the upper 30s now. About 39 foot were the shortest. There's a bunch of here were the Slamfire shots, which were pretty cool, and those obviously got slightly angled, so those were in the mid 40s, so pretty cool. This one's at about 44 feet, and I'm trying to catch them all. The white darts are hard to see in the snow. So I've lost several of the white darts, as it is hard to find the Modulus White Dart in the snow, but the furthest one I see here is about 51 feet. So not the greatest ranges, but pretty standard elite ranges. So good performance, 70 FPS, which is very, very standard for an elite or Modulus style blaster. So pretty cool. Let's go back inside and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, you guys, I think the Mediator is a pretty cool blaster. It is definitely going to be very popular among the HVZ crowd. I think it's very compact, gives you Slamfire, and that mechanism was working very well for me. The performance was right on par with most elite blasters. This thing definitely has quite a bit of mod potential, being very similar internally to the Rampage or Retaliator. But if you would like to see me do a mod guide for this, definitely let me know in the comments below. I would gladly do one for you. I think that it's really neat that this blaster is so compact, gives you both an option for a stock attachment and a barrel attachment, and I really do like the attachments that were designed to go with this blaster. Again, if you want to see a full review on the barrel attachment and stock attachment, definitely check the indentation at the end of the video and the description box below for a link. These things are actually pretty cool and give you a lot of versatility to go along with this blaster, and I think it definitely looks pretty awesome when all attached. So pretty cool there. I definitely like the shotgun blast of the front barrel attachment. I think that could be very effective for an HVZ player. So go ahead and remove these real quick. The one major downside of this blaster is it is side mag well loading. This makes it very difficult for someone left-handed to use the blaster, and if you are left-handed, I would probably think twice about this. But if you want to use it, the best way to probably put in and take out your magazine is to actually flip it over and go that way. But that's one extra step you have to do, and probably not the most convenient. Some people also don't like it because it kind of sticks out. But this does allow you to use 35 round drums a little bit easier, and they won't fall out quite as easily as if you had a normal undermounted magazine well. So I think this is a cool blaster, very compact. I like it quite a bit. I have not had any problems with space with my main grip hand, so I think that's really good. I had absolutely no issues with the function of the blaster, had no jams, so that's really good. Definitely need to up the power a little bit, I think, for my style of play, but that is obviously to be expected. I just think it's a really cool design. I like the tactical rail on the side that you could put a light on, and obviously the one on top is pretty neat also. So real quick, we're going to compare this actually to the Rampage just to give you an idea of size. So as you can see, this is quite a bit shorter than the Rampage and will actually increase performance because you won't have all that barrel drag. The size of this is just so much better, and I really, really do like it. Definitely let me know about that mod guide. Don't forget to smash that like button. Please subscribe. And as always, guys, peace out.